Hey everyone! In this video, we're going to discuss one of the most unpleasant manipulations used by women. I'm sure many of you have experienced relationships where this tactic was employed. We'll also talk about how to respond if you find yourself on the receiving end of this manipulative attack. Have you noticed that in different relationships with different women, you feel differently about yourself? In some cases, you feel uplifted and confident, with a sense of belief in your abilities. In others, you lose confidence and start doubting yourself. This manipulation is called gaslighting. Essentially, it involves making you believe that your perception of reality is inaccurate or irrational. Let's break it down with some real-life examples. For instance, a woman might provoke you into feeling angry or jealous, and then when you react, she claims you're overreacting, saying things like, "I was just joking. Why are you so upset?" Or, imagine she promised something 3 months ago, and when you remind her, she denies ever making that promise. Another scenario, during a conflict, she might stir things up, causing you to raise your voice and then accuse you of being aggressive. "Why are you yelling? Calm down." Does this sound familiar? Then there are times when she highlights your intense reactions in conflicts. She might provoke you, and if you slam a door or throw something in frustration, she'll say, "Are you crazy? Why are you acting like this?" Or, "I'm afraid of you." Next, she might deny obvious facts or constantly point out your mistakes. For example, if you had plans or predictions that didn't work out and she was right, she won't miss the chance to say, "See, I told you so." Or to rub it in your face. One key tactic is to diminish your self-esteem and capabilities. Why? Because it makes you easier to control. If you start to believe you're not good enough, you begin to look up to her, thinking you're lucky to have her. This kind of woman is indifferent to your needs and desires. Imagine planning a night out with friends, thinking it will be a simple thing. But she'll make you feel guilty or anxious, saying things like, "So you're going to get drunk again?" Or leaving the house in a sour mood to make you feel bad. Now, the most interesting and painful part, how she manipulates money out of you. Picture a conflict or a tense situation where she manages to make you feel at fault. You try to make peace, but she sets conditions, often something material like a trip or a purchase. Essentially, she makes you think you need to buy her forgiveness. If you fail to keep a promise, say, to take her on a vacation, she'll hold it against you, regardless of the reasons. You didn't fulfill your promise, so you're unreliable. How do you know if you're a victim of gaslighting? It's simple. If you find yourself constantly worrying about upsetting her or making her angry, you're already trapped. And it's unlikely you'll be able to escape this situation on your own. It's like a chess game, and unless you have the guts to end it, you'll just be running away. There are 3 stages to this manipulation. At first, you don't take her accusations seriously. Then, you start doubting yourself, thinking maybe she's right. Finally, you fully accept her narrative and begin to change and bend over backward to please her. Men often believe that agreeing with her and trying to appease her will resolve the situation, but it doesn't work that way. So, how can you counter this manipulation? While there's no one-size-fits-all solution, there's a crucial principle. Maintain your stance and don't try to prove her wrong. Ignore her provocations and don't engage in arguments. For instance, if she questions your plans with friends, just smile and change the subject. If she accuses you again, don't react. This doesn't mean the issue will resolve itself, but she'll notice her tactics aren't working. However, don't aim to win against a woman who uses such tactics. In 99% of cases, she doesn't consciously manipulate but won't stop either because it's part of her personality. You don't need a problematic woman in your life. End the relationship without regrets, regardless of how long you've been together. Each day, I receive more messages of gratitude from people who found my videos helpful in navigating their crises. If you have a specific situation, feel free to write to me on WhatsApp. Just avoid sending long, detailed messages asking for simple advice. Sometimes a consultation is necessary to resolve the issue. Like this video and stay tuned for the next one. It will be up very soon.